Good evening, good afternoon, good morning to all the Arsenal fans out there, wherever you are, wherever you may be, or wherever you'll be. And I did say last weekend, or was it the week before, that I was going to be late on the Easter report for Arsenal over what happened. And let's get straight to it. To those of you who enjoyed a great fight night and in the UFC 287 event, yes, folks, I'm rocking my Goldie Arsenal Classic Vintage. Yo, Adidas, you guys gonna have to hook me up, okay? Puma hooked me up back in 2015 with this wonderful Arsenal special edition thread. Now, I promote my team every day. Robbie put in a word for me, above in London. I need like an exclusive top Arsenal icon jersey for 2022 and 23. That's what I want. Top and bottom. Hook me up, guys. Come on. I love my club, and if you love the club, like hook a brother up. But to get back to what I was saying, and for the fight that took place at UFC 287, it was a privilege for me to watch some expensive. When I say expensive, I do emphasize on the expensive mixed martial art bouts I saw that night. Congratulations to the knockout artist. There was this young lad, I forgot his name. That was before the co-main event and the main event. Rob Font. Fantastic knockout, my guy. Respect. Os. Así nomás. That was some scrumptious knockout. And the co-main event, yes, I did call it right. Gilbert Burns beat Jorge Masvidal. It was not impressive in the first two rounds. And Masvidal, let's face it, he was fighting his last fight, his hometown. The crowd was behind him. Everything was lined up for him to actually win the match. And Gilbert Burns, he did not surprise me. Dorino did not surprise me. Dorino did exactly what I expect from him. As a third degree black belt in Jiu Jitsu, you defended Jiu Jitsu's honor against a complete fighter, if you will, in Masvidal. And in the third round, that's where Gilbert Burns came back with a flurry of jabs, a flurry of over right hand. Um, Uppercuts needed to be worked on a bit, but I don't think he did anything wrong in my eyes. So Gilbert Burns, congratulations. I hope that once Leon Edwards and Colby Colvington get their matter sorted out, whether it's going to be in Vegas or at the O2 Arena in London, which is this is where this match will be. I think most likely this will be in London at the O2 Arena because Leon Edwards have a contract thing where he get to fight home. So again, we'll keep you guys posted on when Gilbert Burns get the call. If Colby Colvington beat Leon Edwards in London or in Las Vegas, I think that Gilbert Burns will be in the position to face either. So it's a good position you put yourself in, Dorino, and congratulations again. Obrigado, obrigado, you delivered. Now let's move on to the main event where Mr. Israel Adesanya served Alex Pereira with a two-piece combo round two. It was a three-piece combo, and I do mean a three-piece. Set him up with a left hook. He moved onto his left side to evade another left hook. Got hit with a right hook, and then of course we saw it follow with the hammer fist that laid him to sleep. Man, that was intense. Congratulations, Israel Adesanya, and man, another beautiful bout that shows you in the world of MMA, it's business. It's not personal. And they shook hands. They even went to each other's, well, to their locker rooms, and then they shook hands and hugged over it. And let that be a lesson to the young fighters. All that press conference talk is for the press conference. Okay, once you get in the heat of the pay-per-view, which is your Thursday night, you do your weight on Friday. All that's left is for us to fight and resolve this inside the pit, the gladiators pit that we call the octagon. And these two guys show you how it's done professionally. And the press conference was gravy. And yeah, so now Based on what we already knew was going to happen post the fight, Alex Pereira will move up to 205. That's what it was really brought for in the UFC. To all the people who were surprised, like, oh my God, Alex Pereira is going to leave the division in the middleweight and move on to the light heavyweight division. That's what he was brought here for. Because Glover Teixeira has retired from the light heavyweight division, and now he's mentoring Alex Pereira in Connecticut. That's what he was brought here for. Look at the size and the frame of this guy. He's not built like a welterweight. He's not built like a middleweight fighter. He's built like a light heavyweight fighter or even a heavyweight. John Jones, if I were you, I'd watch out for this guy. He's coming for you next. All you got to do is just get a couple of pounds. And gain a couple of pounds, like let's say it'll take him like 6 months to be ready to fight in the heavyweight division. Alex Pereira, respect to this guy. He came in the UFC. Clean, not even clean the division. He got like 4 fights. Everybody was like, oh, that's favoritism from Dana White. Was it? It depends on how you view it. I'd say yes. If you are viewing this from, well, not a business point of view, but from like a, okay, the guy deserved to fight for like, let's say 10 fights. These days are over in the UFC, folks. We're going to have to adapt to the modern day things of how this business operates now, okay? And congratulations to Dana White for merging the UFC, oh well, the parents Zuffa company, who own the UFC. Now they're merged with WWE. So to all you guys who's from the old school days like me, who like to see a fighter gain the right to fight for the title or to be a contender for the title, these days are over. Alex Pereira is not the last one you're gonna see. You're gonna see people like the new bred fighters from PFL, 1FC, from all over the globe, Glory Championship, the Karate World, Muay Thai Championship. These guys will come to the UFC, especially if they have a good record, let's say like 36 and 0, 40 and 0, 50 and 0, whatever, from their respected leagues, whether it's kickboxing, boxing, Muay Thai Championship, K1 or whatever. Why is this? The marketing world is very demanding. Now, the same fans that who are begging, even in the boxing world, I would like to see this applied also in boxing. We were the one who's been complaining about like we're not getting the big matches that, oh my God, the big matches, we want them now. Again, the UFC delivers on their word. They never let us down as combat fans. Boxing, I want you guys to step it up because you know I love my boxing. But the thing is, to get the fight that you want, the fight that we all want to see in pay-per-view, this is the new way of doing things. Okay? The guy will come in. If you have a good record, I don't mind it neither. He get like a couple of fights, whether he's in the UFC or in the WWE, and the next thing you know, he get the big pay-per-view fight that we all yearned. Okay? So there is nothing here for us to be mad or upset about. Alex Pereira came. He had his fight with Adesanya, and to bring this up, Adesanya now is in a position to make the big money he's always been asking for. There is a poll on the UFC page on Twitter, Instagram, and also on the YouTube page or YouTube Premium or whatever. They are asking us, combat fans, which bout would we like to see Adesanya take next? My personal fight I would like Adesanya to take next is Khamzat Chimaev, the young man from Dagestan now reside in Sweden. That would bring the UFC stocks up. And then if Alex Pereira does well in the light heavyweight division, which Adesanya went up to and lost, can you see that? I'm seeing it right now. Fight for the end of the year in December. Adesanya as the champ from the middleweight division fighting the light heavyweight champion Alex Pereira, and their third fight in MMA, the rubber match for all the marbles. Undisputed champion. Dana, make it happen. Either Alex Pereira beat Easy again to claim the middleweight title, become two division champion, or Adesanya's dream like he's been wanting all along, to beat a light heavyweight champion to become a light heavyweight champion. Two divisions. Now, if you're a combat fan, if you love the UFC, if you love MMA period like I do, see the bigger picture. We're going to get a big fight in December between either or from the light heavyweight division and the middleweight division. UFC win, combat fans wins. Happy days for everybody. And we're gonna have a nice, wonderful December of 2023 to close the year. Again, it's something that's I'm fantasizing about. There's a lot of step that needs to be worked on before we get to such a fantasy fight because can Adesanya beat Kamza Kimaev? Yet to be seen. Can Alex Pereira thrive in the light heavyweight division? Yet to be seen. Time will tell. Again. And in the world of boxing, I would like to say thank you to two of my favorite fighters. Actually, three of them who delivered new crops from top ranked boxing. Guys, big up, respect. Jared, big baby, you're here in the big time now, respect. And Keyshawn from Virginia, Norfolk, to be precise. Man, this kid can swing. And on Sunday, I saw you put on a display against this young man from Cuba. And what a performance. 8 rounds of beautiful boxing, patience, fast hands. He even did him with the bolo uppercut, a courtesy of Sugar Ray Leonard the Great. Young man, Keyshawn, you have a big future ahead of you in the world of boxing. And to the kingpin himself, Shoko Stevenson, the man that everybody's been avoiding. And you cannot avoid my guy for a long time, a boxing world. Sooner or later, Devin Haney. Sooner or later, Teofimo Lopez. Sooner or later, even Cambosis. All of you will have to face Shako Stevenson, my guy, the best young American boxer in the world at the moment. No disrespect to Mr. Devin Haney, but New Jersey will get this one on the East. Shako Stevenson is the best boxer since Floyd Mayweather left. Since Terence Crawford has decided to temporarily put down the glove to, get a few Hollywood perks. T-Bud Crawford is pound for pound the best American boxer there is in the world at the age of 35. But Shakur Stevenson at the age of 22, 23 years old, already been being called your boxer's favorite boxer. That is a title that we give to Sugar Ray Robinson a long, 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 long time ago. The future is here. Floyd Mayweather can finally sit back and enjoy the beauty, the boxing brilliant of this young pugilist we have in North America called Shakur Stevenson. My guy, my young nephew here for the takeover. So, Errol Spence, T-Bud, you guys, I know it's taking a long time for us to get this big fight that we all want. But the future is here at your door. Let's make a way, please. David Benavides, we're here already to get this Canelo thing sorted out. Now, Mr. Devin Haney, after your big fight against Lomachenko, the only fight there is to take is the fight with Shakur Stevenson. I know you're not a runner, I know you're dead. You guys respect to your camp. Since you were fighting amateur in Mexico, I know you never backed down from a single fight. Devin Haney is a warrior. He's a fighter. This is not the type of guy who's gonna sit back and be like, "Oh, I'm not gonna take that fight because it'll mess up with my reputation." If Shakur Stevenson come knocking down the door, make sure you answer. Okay? I would like you to take that fight, please. Moving on to football. My word. We've had a few miracles over the weekend. I was shocked to see Fulham get beat by West Ham United. You will have to explain this one to me. How you guys lost 1-0 to West Ham United after what I saw Newcastle United did to them the week prior? Huh? And in Newcastle, as we can see, folks, they're getting very scary. Now I'm starting to have second thoughts on Arsenal traveling to St. James's Park. I thought it was going to be an easy game, but like that. This now I'm looking at this thing like Arsenal. We need to be careful. After what I saw happen at Anfield on Sunday, we need to get it together here. We might get a beat down at St. James's Park if we don't be careful. It's the Premier League after all. Nothing is guaranteed. And Leicester losing to Bournemouth 1-0. I think Leicester will go down. It's one of my favorite club in the league beside my own club. I like to see them do good. We all know what happened tragically to their owners like a couple of years back when that helicopter crashed in that stadium. It's this club deserve our respect. Whether they go down or stay up in the league, Leicester City, you will always have my respect. You guys are a great club, well organized. Even though you held on to Jimmy Vardy for a bit too long, but this may have been detrimental to your club going down because you guys failed to invest and capitalize on winning the Premier League. And you kind of kept Brendan Rodgers there for a bit too long. And that's the only negative I can say about your club. I got big respect for your city. I got big respect for Leicester City. You guys don't deserve this, but it's the law of football. If you don't invest, if you don't make managerial adjustments in the long term, this is what will happen to you. But do not panic. If a club like Leicester go down, they will come back to the Prem within a year or 2 years, like Burnley did. So let's not. To all the Premier League fans, it'll be sad to see them go down to second division. But knowing them, the resilience of this football club, these guys worked on a low budget to win the Premier League. Like, I'm not panic about Leicester. I'm more concerned about West Ham United if they go down with that big stadium of theirs in London. Now, if West Ham United go down, will that stadium be passed on to Chelsea while they renovate Stamford Bridge, or will the stadium be given to another London club? Again, it's still out for the divination. Divination, sorry. And Manchester City, as we go up the ladder of my presentation of my late 7 day theory, we all knew City was going to win this game against Southampton. It was a matter of how many goals they were going to score. Haaland came back of his big signing bonus with Nike. Now, Mr. Nike. This man scored a goal during the Ibrahimovic bicycle kick, the Ronaldo scissor kick, and like Arsenal. I always knew this. This is to get to my main event, my main topic, my main discussion. I always know that my club was not equipped with this Super Saiyan striker, if you like. No disrespect to Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus is a magnificent striker, but he's my modern day Ian Wright cross with Nicolas Anelka. He is the man that we need for the job. But when we're talking about an apex striker in the mold of Erling, Pound Sterling, Haaland, the big man himself, the Viking, the Scandinavian demon who cannot stop scoring goals. Um, we don't have such a weapon at Arsenal. As much as I would like us to lie to ourselves, to pat ourselves on the back and go, Gabriel Jesus can score 30 goals a year. Folks, let's not lie to ourselves here if you're an Arsenal fans. Let's be real. In the summer, we already put Belagon up for sale. I believe that the fee we're looking for Belagon is 24 to 30 million pounds. Manchester City destroyed Southampton. We need, if we're gonna win the Premier League, which I know that we will win it, regardless of what happened at Anfield this Sunday. I was very disappointed by the way. We will need to be in the market for a striker who can play like Haaland. City have Julian Alvarez to play like Gabriel Jesus. He's the exact replacement for Gabriel Jesus in Manchester. Julian Alvarez. Erling Haaland is what they added to what we signed at Arsenal. Okay? He's the insurance. If City's going to finish second or tied with us, down to the wire by May 28th. Erling Haaland will be their difference. Yes, Jacques Grealish has stepped up to the plate. Yes, Mares. Actually, he has declined over the last couple of weeks. If Julian Alvarez has stepped up to the plate, it's because they're being inspired by the true leader, Erling Haaland. That's who's their true leader. They cannot survive without him, as we Arsenal cannot survive without Gabriel Jesus. Which will lead me to my next segment, which is Enfield, the psychological thing that we cannot get over. I don't know what happened on Sunday because we came there to win a game at Enfield, as I was promised. Not directly promised by Arteta, but based on our good work that we've been doing since the interruption at the World Cup. We deserved a win at Enfield this past Sunday morning. We did not come there empty-handed out of Enfield. We actually grabbed the 1 point, something we have not done in a while in the Premier League, that is, which is very good. We salvage a point, so what? I hope that it does not come back and bite us in the tail before May 28th. And I was not upset on the result because it's football, things happen. It's Enfield, miracles happen there, as we can see. It's still happening. What upset me on Sunday was the lack of substitution by Mikel Arteta. When he first got the job 3 years ago, Mick used to do this in the beginning. He used to do late substitution like Arsene Wenger. He used to take his time before he brings some players that. Now, a lot of people will be mad at me for making this statement. And that is bringing Leandro Trossard late in the game. I was upset about this because, as you all know, I'm a big Leandro Trossard fan. So way before he came to Arsenal at Brighton, and when he had a wonderful season a year and a half ago, this guy could not stop scoring. And Liverpool, they have a pattern thing, and their defense. If you can psychologically get in the mind of VVD, the fourth, you can have a good time against Liverpool. On Sunday, the guy who really defended at the back for Liverpool was not even Virgil van Dijk. It was Konate. This guy was a thorn to our side, our entire offensive line. He was the one shutting it all down. I was expecting more from Virgil van Dijk and Robertson. Even Alexander Arnold, who woke up in the second half for God knows what, I have no idea, to bring me more pain and frustration. If it was not for Konate, we could have beaten Liverpool, okay? The same guy who was protecting them let them down at the very end. Why is this? Aaron Ramsdale, England's #1 goalkeeper. After what I saw at Enfield on Sunday, do not mention the name Jordan Pickford to me as England's #1. Aaron Ramsdale, our very own goalkeeper. Thank you for saving us 1 point at Enfield, that haunted ground, which I've been warning people about. Other than the late substitution, I actually wanted Bukayo Saka off. Saka had no business being on the pitch. Yes, he's our superstar player, but this is the Arsenal. What's more important, guys? Worshipping a superstar player or becoming champions to win that title, to become crowned as English champions, so we can buy the players we want, so we can buy that striker Dusan Vlahovic that we want at the club to play alongside Gabriel Jesus. Now, this for the next 8 games, I want you Arsenal fans to do your homework. I want you Arsenal, my precious Gunners and Gunnerettes. Hi, Charlene. Miss Charlene. Uh, I want you guys to do your homework. What do we want? A title or to glorify superstars at this club? I know it's been a while since Thierry Henry left. I know it's been a while since Alexis Sanchez betrayed us. I know it's been a while since even Olivier Giroud went on to AC Milan to become a superstar. He's winning things, trophies collected already. Champions League, Giroud got that already. Do we want to win titles or do we want to worship superstars at our club? Leandro Trossard, I'm speaking on his behalf as his counselor today. This kid came to Arsenal in January. He has done nothing but good for us. Assist after assist. Trossard. Little 1-2 touch plays up front in the final third. Trossard delivered. Bukayo Saka played 50 minutes of pure crap on Sunday. And Arteta just let him play throughout the whole game. While Trossard was sitting on the bench, gnarling his nails, looking at Arteta like, Coach, when will it be my turn to step in and help the team? We could have used Leandro Trossard on Sunday. The reason that upset me is this. If we're going to go to Newcastle United, if we're going to go to Manchester City, the Chelsea game, I don't have to worry about that. Chelsea's coming to my backyard. It's going to be like this when Chelsea come to visit us in North London. Hi, my name is Chelsea. Yeah, we noticed that you are coming here to play at the Emirates, right? Okay. Spank their bell bottom and send them back to West London crying like little babies with their head between their laps. Like, I came to Arsenal. They did it again. Mommy. Chelsea's. I'm not concerned about Chelsea. Me, it's the two away games that we have. We're going to Newcastle United in the shape that they're in right now, in the form that they're in right now, and with late substitution mistakes. And I cannot say anything about my defense. My defense played well. Rob Holding, big up. You stepped up to the plate. This kid did not do a single thing wrong except for in the end when we take Zinchenko. Of course they were going to target him and Gabriel. And who was the victim? Zinchenko, a nutmeg from Alexander-Arnold. So Arsenal fans, Arsenal's pontiff, Arsenal presenters like Miss Charlene from the Gunnerites, we love you, baby. You guys better pay respect to this young lady. Respect to Don Robbie. I will never cease to give you guys the respect you deserve. Who started this back in 2009 when we all needed this, where the fans needed like an outlet to let out our frustration. Thank you, King Troops, for the good work you've done. Thank you, Barstool Sports. Thank you, Zimbo. Thank you, Czar. Yeah, I gotta thank you all. You guys put us on. Thank you, Laurie, for the wonderful job you guys have done for this wonderful club. And who else am I leaving out here? Even Expression. You contribute to the Arsenal cause too, whether you like it or not, buddy, with your rhetorics. Renzi, Rezzaroni, respect. But I would like to give the big respect to my club. You guys did a fantastic job on Sunday. Chin up. We went to Liverpool. We faced our fear. We faced our nightmare. And now we must build on that. And thank you, Arsenal, for snatching 1 point from Liverpool. Again, in that haunted ground. And until the next game against West Ham on Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Let's not take this game lightly, guys. Don't forget that West Ham is facing relegation. I want you guys to be super serious. Support the club. Stand behind the Arsenal. We have no other choice but to stand behind our club with 8 games left. 6 points above City with 1 game at hand that they have. So technically we are 3 points above Manchester City. Let's cross our fingers. Let's hope that they make a boo-boo, which I highly doubt the way Haaland is playing right now, my word. And man, me, I'm more concerned about our late substitution in the two games that we have, one at Manchester City and the one at Newcastle United. And all the news in football, we all see what happened. Again, Manchester City putting a beating on Bayern Munich. I actually wanted Bayern to win this game yesterday, actually draw the game against City. But again, we see the power of Manchester City, the power of Haaland, and the magnificent work of Jack Grealish now. He has arrived at Manchester City, folks, and it's not going to get easier than this. They're only going to get better. And respect to Internazionale, good for Italian football, for Il Calcio, which I love so much after the English game, beating Benfica 2-0. And Manchester City beat Bayern Munich 3-0. And for the Champions League, which was today, Napoli lost to Milan in the little Italiani affair, where the city of the fashion, the capital fashion of the world, Milan, congratulations to AC Milan, Los Rossineris, as we call them in Italian, beat Napoli. Again, chin up Napoli. This was not your competition. I actually wanted you to focus on winning Il Calcio for me to restore balance in my second favorite league of all time. And congratulations to Real Madrid for putting a beat down on Chelsea, 2-0. Chelsea, let's face it, you don't have the squad. You're not equipped to beat Real Madrid. Again, go cry while Arsenal will finish the job for you guys in 3 weeks. So again, folks, this is my 7 days series report. Late as usual, not on time. I did say I was going to be late with it. Until then, folks, my advice for the day, get some lime, get some ginger, and enjoy some proper tonic drink to clear your insides. And some garlic too. And have a nice day, folks. Enjoy and behave yourself. Until next time. Toodaloo. Bye. And the Arsenal we trust all day. Believe in the process, trust the process, respect to the done, yeah? Mikael Arteta. Good job, buddy. Keep doing your good job. Big up.